losing Kayla. I think it needed to happen. She knew she was at the bottom of our 4 at the old towpath. It was very sketchy, and I don't feel bad that she went home. I made a deal with her when we were still at the old camp before this swap happened, saying we'll do what we can to work together to just get to the jury. I feel like I have some inroads here with Veronica, Julia, even Annie a little bit. So that would be just name dropping all those names. It's about 7 people, 7 out of 12. That would be a good majority. And I mentioned this at the last tribal, there's a lot of meatheads on the other side, and so we got to work together to take them out.
I was actually thinking of going Annie with all the blues last vote, but then Kayla said, I'm going Ed. So that clued me in to be like, oh, no, the majority of the votes are not on Annie, then we would be tied. So I'm going Kayla. She was she threw out Ed's name as a different vote, so I was like, nope. And I also heard she threw out my name, so like, no. She was kind of the optimal choice in that scenario.
Julia, I know she stepped up for us big time. Like, I know that she saved Ed. I think Ed's name was thrown out there a lot, and she saved him. And Ed's like my ride or die out here, you know what I'm saying? It's a guy I won't write his name down. So he's with me, we're still strong, and Julia's working with us. After that, if we go to immunity, to another tribal council, after this, I don't know what's gonna happen. It really could be me or Ed.
Alright guys, welcome to your next immunity challenge. As you can see, Kayla was the last person voted out of this game. Well, you can see, yeah. Alright, Sam, I'll take back the immunity idol. Immunity is back up for grabs. So in this challenge, you have 4 people who are blindfolded. 1 person is going to be your caller. They're going to guide the 4 people to get puzzle pieces and bring it back to your 2 tribe members. Once all the pieces are back to your tribe mat, then the 2 unblindfolded people can start to solve the puzzle. It is a perfect cube. This puzzle was inspired from the show, has been seen on Survivor Redemption Island and many other seasons. Okay, so the first tribe to solve will win immunity. Survivors ready, go! Kristen has the piece, she has the wrong piece.
It's a little further towards your right, a little further towards your right, Kristen. Yes, you got it. Kristen, bring it back. Yes, you got it. Robin, keep going forward.
Okay, Kristen has a piece.
Am I good? Yeah, you're good. Oh, no, you have the wrong one. You have the wrong one. Grab the other one. Robin, keep going forward.
Powerhouse falling behind.
Robin, the one on the right, Annie, it's forward to the right. It's forward to the right. Danny, you're gonna go forward to your left. No, further. The block on the left. You're gonna go all the way forward, 45 degrees to your right, Danny. Okay, Kristen. Yes.
Drop down.
Okay, Kristen, go forward.
This is not right. To your right.
No, it's not.
Veronica, is this it?
Veronica, it's your left. Oh my God. Tell me yes! Yes, you have it. Yes, Andy. It's forward. Drop down and to your left. Forward to your left. Drop down and drop down. It's not that one. Yes, you got it. I need direction. Where am I? Give me something. Stop. Jeremy. Am I good, Jeremy? Yeah, you got it. All right. Where? Got it. I think this is the last one.
Kristen has the last piece. Kristen has the last piece for a soap, as you guys can start. Jeremy and Stan solving for a Sopus.
19. Reach down, McKenna. Julia, go forward 5
Tell-
steps.
Veronica, am I near?
Yes. To your left. Back over. No. To your left.
3 pieces left for Polypel. Pick it up.
Go. No, I'm not. Stop, Julia. Heel around to your left. Ed, heel around to your right. No, to your left. Sorry. So me and McKenna, you're good.
Oh, got it. Get it in.
Follow my voice.
Julia headed back with the second to last piece.
Follow my voice. Ed, follow my voice. You're good. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Ed headed back with the last piece for Polypel.
A little to the right. A little to the right. There you go. Now
Stan and Jeremy solving the puzzle. Do they have it? Veronica and Sharif starting the puzzle.
Yes, oh, I see. Okay, this is the corner, the bottom corner.
A sofa starting from scratch.
Many. Asking 4x4.
It is a perfect cube puzzle.
Wait, I don't think this is it.
Sharif and Veronica are just a few pieces away, but is it right? All sides will have a colored animal facing out, even the top. Guys, in 1 minute, you guys can bring in one tribe member to help you guys.
This is a corner piece. And this one is the outside piece, like this. But it's not there. We'll potentially be here. Like this. Right? But I don't think that's bottom piece.
All right, guys, send in somebody to help with the puzzle. One person. Kristen and McKenna are both coming in for their tribes.
Outside. This could go like here. This one, this is go right here. This one. Where's the one piece for each? Oh, okay. Done. Chris. Oh shit.
There's one piece with no elephant on it.
There's one piece with all right here. Okay. No, right here. Okay, guys, take this out, please. Flip this around. Like that. This. No. This is the bottom piece. We can do the whole thing upstairs. Wait.
Polypel catching up. Stan telling everyone what to do. Is he correct?
This one right here.
No, we have to flip it this way.
See ya.
Got it.
Wait, get it.
All right, Asopus wins immunity.
Let's go.
Not only was it humid, let's go back. I'm so stressed.
Congratulations, Asopus. You guys have won immunity. In just a little bit, I'm going to be delivering you guys something from Bannerman Island at your camp, okay? Sorry, Paula Pal, you guys are headed back to Tribal Council. I'll see you there very shortly, okay? I'll give you guys some time to strategize.
Okay.
Started watching Survivor 20 years ago, and I saw Australian Outback, and I saw them do the blindfold puzzle challenge. And for 20 years, I've thought, I want to call that challenge. I could do that. That looks fun. I think I could win. And to get to do that today, a real blindfolded puzzle challenge, and to win the blindfold part by 3 puzzle pieces, it's like nothing else in the world. And if I went home right now, this would all be worth it, because I can't believe I got to do that thing I wanted to do for 20 years.
We'll make me think if we do it again.
So I guess
Whoever she sided with them lost the majority there. Like there's just probably some possible. They might have done a unanimous thing.
So I mean now purple is 3 of the 6, so I cannot imagine it's gonna be either
3 of the 6
McKenna.
And I think McKenna. Yeah, McKenna did basically.
It's possible McKenna just flipped and like all the blues are on the bottom, or it's possible.
So you think it would be so that's Sharif or Ed?
It could be, yeah, so that's one option is just McKenna flip, and then Sharif and Ed are in danger, or Sharif and Ed flip too, and like all 6 of them are like friends with each other now.
So it's a reset, and it's a reset. And so then they
could take anyone out, but it's probably not gonna be perfect.
I feel really great in my SWAT tribe. I've been lucky enough to have 4 people from my original tribe come with me over. That comes with its perks, but it also comes with its disadvantages, because they just found out that I voted differently with my extra vote, and I had an extra vote. So I don't know if that's gonna come back to bite me, but for now we've been winning the challenges, killing it. If we were to lose the challenge, I want to stay original green strong, so definitely not targeting them. I don't know if they'll target me, but I don't want to target them right now. I think my target would be like Jeremy. My closest ally at this moment, I would say, is Stan. We're so close that I gave him the special powers that I found for him to use, because he said he would get the immunity, and if he wins, I could get immunity as well. So hopefully that works out for me there.
Alright guys, here is your Bannerman Island information. Somebody want to come up here and take it and just read it out loud in front of your tribe?
Bannerman Island information. This is secret information that only your tribe knows about for winning the challenge. Somewhere hidden in the game is the idol nullifier. It may even be at your next immunity challenge.
It might like wink. What?
I think so. So I'll pass it around, but I think that means there's an idol nullifier hidden at the next challenge on your table or something. So I guess whoever grabs it first grabs it.
Everybody knows how it
Okay.
It's gonna be like something in a duffel bag, I assume.
Good to know that it's in.
I would think it would be like tied to
well.
a table or something.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like, I don't know.
Should it just be like whoever grabs it first
Does
grabs it?
everyone have? There's gonna be a note attached, right? So they have to like tie it
pockets.
or something. So otherwise, the other tribe like for some reason finds it and they're like, "What's this?"
Yeah.
It has to have some sort of reason.
Maybe we have different tables.
So that also makes you think we're staying together, right?
For one more
I think
challenge.
One more challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
you have
we
pants with
get this one more,
Yeah.
and we're there.
Yeah, 7 of us know about this, so I think all eyes are going to be out on that. I think I'm going to be more focused on the challenge, though, because I want to make it to the merge. So, and I want to give my all to this round, because it's super important. Yes, an idol nullifier would be good, and if somebody found it, good on them.
All thoughts on my new tribe are a little complicated. So I have, there's 4 of my original tribe, 2 from the original purple and 1 blue. But 2 of the people that were in my original tribe have like lied to me a few times in the game, and like we've made up, and like I was like, oh no, it's all good, but there's still that trust has been broken, and I think that goes both ways. So they've broken trust with me, so I don't trust them, but then they know that they've broken trust with me, that I might not trust them, and that might make them want me out, right? Like anyone who can tell them or tell other people like this, don't trust this person, I've got receipts as to why, can be dangerous to your game. So I've been very confused the whole game, but making a lot of reads that have turned out to be right. And I'm hoping that I can keep doing that, but at this moment I feel like I don't have my finger on the pulse. So if the opportunity presents itself, I would definitely go for the idol nullifier to, in the case that we lose, we can guarantee that we're getting someone out and they won't flip it on us. But I don't think that the idol nullifier is something that, for me personally, is worth sticking my neck out for to get. I feel like every conversation I walk into is just strategy, strategy, strategy. And I think that sometimes if you take a step back and, like, I've been asking everyone what their favorite movie is, and just learning about them through kind of getting to know who they are has actually made me feel more comfortable about reading how they're going to play the game. And yeah, I think that it's been and it's just made it more fun for me.
But this is a fantastic group. I already came in, Kristen was the one person not on my original tribe who I wanted to work with most. And after that, probably Brian was the person I wanted to work with second most. They're both on my tribe. And then you also get, Danny has this idea that he wants like all like the strong bros. He didn't phrase it that way. He said like all the strong big threats to like band together so they don't get picked off in the merge. And somehow now I'm in this like new 4-person quad with Danny, Andy, Stan, and myself. And like, I'm not like a big burly person. I consider myself relatively average, but like somehow I get to be like in this new alliance with like 4 big shields. And like, I really don't think that this is a fake thing. I feel like we're doing great together. I think this 7 is really strong. I think we can make it to the merge without losing a challenge. I'm feeling really great. And I think if we do go to tribal before the merge, I don't think I'm gonna go. I really don't.
I'm decent at puzzles, but I feel like we had like the right people in the right situations. I'm decent with taking direction, so I feel like Veronica had a distinct enough voice to call and direct everyone. I think we had a decent strategy. I think we were only 30 seconds behind the other tribe. We weren't that far behind, but just the puzzle wasn't coming together. If I had maybe the amount of time that Sharif and Veronica had on the puzzle, maybe I could have like, something could have clicked, but I barely had any time to try and help them out.
Okay.
Like, I love the boys, but how many more votes, like how many more tribal councils do we have?
At most, I feel like we have maybe 2 tribal councils.
This one, including this one?
So, because 3 at most, but I really think those, those be 2.
Okay. Because we could do like just back-to-back boys.
Yeah.
And blues.
Yeah.
Like, unless you were, because the only other option, like that's not here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, it's getting tougher by the challenge. Like, I'm expecting my name to come up and it hasn't. So I'm just thankful for that. But of course I don't know what's happening, because last time I got blindsided and I thought it was going to be Annie, but it ended up being Kayla, which I didn't see coming. And I was shocked.
What are you thinking?
Same for me, Annie. I'm sorry. Yeah,
no, I'm
fine with it. Like, anyone but me?
Yeah, well, that's the same thing. I went earlier. I was very simple about it.
You busted your ass. Like, the reason why I didn't go, because I knew it wasn't gonna, I knew we didn't have the number.
I knew something was going on, and plus she flipped on and too. So, I get it, you know what I'm saying?
The boys want Annie.
Boys want Annie?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like real.
But, I mean, I think it, I mean, if we only have 2 more, if we only have 2 more tribals, then we're good. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, that also makes me nervous, too. I'm more nervous for this tribal council than last one, because a lot of people are worried about the green numbers, and, like, they just all unite to get rid of me, then green is down a number. I trust Veronica. Veronica's saying she is voting Annie. The boys say that they're voting Annie. So the only name that I feel confident might have a majority is Annie.
Brutal honesty, what are you thinking right now?
I feel like I'm on the bottom. Like,
oh, I don't think you're on the bottom.
You don't think so?
I think I'm on the bottom. I just fucked that up.
No. My vote, I'd probably just stay with Annie. That's just my take. Like,
see, I'm now leaving McKenna because think about it. We merge. Her whole tribe is still there. But if purple, blue are together, And we have more purple over there.
We talked about
And-
that with Stan also when he came over. Purple and blue got a good thing. Because like
Yeah.
yours, the green side is a lot of
They have a lot of people.
yeah.
And we got rid of a blue because of other reasons. It had nothing to do with blue, it had to do with personalities. But
Sure.
now it's like we need to think about teams.
Yeah.
If we vote for you guys vote for your queen, okay? Like, and so like for the numbers side, then you should be quiet.
So basically you're saying get rid of McKenna, lower their numbers,
Yeah, lower
and
their
become the
numbers.
green football player.
Yeah.
That is true. We need to
Yeah.
lower the numbers.
Yeah.
Me and Ed, we just look through the cracks and just, you know, we're finding them so far. So I hope that this turns out the way we expected. Because last one didn't, but it still worked out for our favor. And I hope that's that. Yeah.
Because that's the thing I'm trying to get out of her. Who are you close with on that side? Just to get that information.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's talking.
And I was like, you have to really think about it. You have a lot of dreams on there. Like, what argument can you make? Like, be transparent. Like, who are you close with there? I'm trying to get the information.
Yeah.
She's like giving very, very vague answers. Like,
She's doing the whole time.
it's like, she said Kristen, and then she said she was with on Robin. But like,
In this tribe, I feel like we are, at first we were scrambling, and now there's a very clear pecking order. Blue and purple have aligned. I mean, we are all green, but we very much know that McKenna has her original green tribe on the other tribe, larger than the rest of us. But when we combine with our purple tribe over there, we'll be outnumbered.
Well, because I've been hearing names. So, like Ed said, my name has been run around.
I've heard them, but my
Heard your name
understanding is still Amy. The majority is still Amy. But I understand. Who knows? But my understanding.
I think be transparent. Like, what connections do you have?
Like, I can pull some over for sure, but like some people I'm more disconnected with. Like, I can pull some people over for sure, but it's like, if you vote me out, then you very much do not have probably a green vote, like, toward you.
But
Because
anyway,
then you don't have the connection at all. Like, I can pull people over if we're down in numbers. Like, Kristen and I bonded a little bit, and then, like, Danny and I have talked a lot. But Robin I'm not as close to, and obviously she, like, flipped up. Like, I'd be willing to vote out Robin. I've heard my name being thrown around, and I hope it's not from, like, the people that I was talking about, Veronica, Ed, and Sharif, but it very well could be, because I'm really just, like, I'm sitting duck. I feel just, like, waiting. There's a target just right here, and I'm just trying to dodge the bullets, because I'm more nervous for this vote, and maybe, like, Julia and Annie might be throwing me.
I think we have to stick together with the girls, and then Sharif is better with just in case we have another physical challenge. I mean, it's gonna suck because I think at most we have one more challenge before it emerge, like maybe two though. So like if we lose next one, then we can catch Sharif. The worst case scenario, if we have to go to just us four, it could just be. I'm worried that boys are gonna come after me because I know they obviously voted my name down, which I know, but I'm worried that they're gonna think like, oh, they put my name down once, I might have a grudge against them.
You're not gonna.
Okay. I don't think I trust you and I trust you and Veronica.
I told them to.
Yeah. I don't know exactly. They would have gone.
They would have gone, okay, but I don't. She did not have to
yeah.
name, and that made me so. But whatever. Like,
Yeah.
We're so
No.
but I never would. I never.
No, I know. I
So,
agree.
like,
Yeah.
I never would have.
But it's not.
I never would have said.
No,
Like,
I'm not gonna hold a grudge against it right now, but it's something that I'll keep in my mind for once we all make the merge together. You know. But, yeah. It kind of mixes me again. No, I just don't like my name being used all the time. I was fine with it last time, but I don't. It's like that thing where like if you're a pawn constantly, eventually the pawn is gonna go home. So I'd rather have it be someone else. I'm actually pretty annoyed. Like, I'm feeling good. Like, I don't think I'm gonna go home this vote, but I'm the decoy vote again. And like the last vote, we didn't even need a decoy. Like, the boys wanted to get Kayla out, but for some reason my name got floated around, and then I wound up with 2 votes, and now they're giving McKenna my name again. So I was fine doing it last round, but I feel like if my name is the decoy week after week, like eventually like that person becomes the actual vote.
There's a lot of green still left on the board, and I'm struggling with it. It's kind of with someone I wanted to work with, and I hate the backstabbing part of this game. But we're so close to merge now, and I feel like with the blues we're down to 3 now. I think it's going to be a purple versus green, and trying to recruit the blues, and I think the blues will side with the purple.
I would like a core of Veronica, Ed, and Sharif. I think I vibe the best with them, and I feel the most comfortable with them. I actually have a pre-existing relationship with Ed. I hosted him in a trivia game earlier this year, so I like kind of know him, but no like strategy-wise. But I feel comfortable with those 4 as my or including me as my group. Really the one that I want, like I want to stick with you guys like no matter what. So like,
And I feel bad for not anything. She's into my tribe.
so what's the vote? Is it Annie?
And I'm voting Annie.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought I would be voting Annie right now.
Well, even if
it
you
seems like people keep talking, and I'm like, that's why this is so stressful.
I really need to keep my eye out on Veronica because she's the one that kind of came up with that plan and has been like I think she thinks that like I can be like her pawn in a way, but I'm not gonna. I'll play like nice right now to make it to like the merge to where I feel like I'm in a good spot right now, but I also want to look out for myself and like in the future. Right now it's best for my game to work with Veronica, but it's kind of getting a little shysty with her.
All right, guys, welcome back to Tribal Council. All right, Julia, so a lot has happened since the last vote. You guys were able to get to talk a little bit, play in the next challenge. What has changed since that vote?
I think the last vote actually really united us. Even though it seemed like there was a 4-2-1 split, like obviously immediately after we were all like, we just didn't have enough time to get you guys on the same page, and I definitely the 2 people who voted for Annie would have definitely got Kayla. I think coming into this, like right now we're at 13, so we're gonna be going to 12. Like there could be a merge happening, there could be a swap happening. We've also lost the past 2 challenges, so what I'm really thinking about is like, how do we continue to keep the tribe united and keep the tribe strong?
Okay, on the flip side, Edsel, is there anything that hasn't changed about this tribe from your perspective?
There's 13 of us, to the point of Julia. The merge is like right around the corner, we're imagining. So one can't help but think, what's gonna get me to that merge? I think that's kind of what comes up around like the 6th vote. But then also thinking about all the different things on the other side where, whoa, like who's on the other side? Which side has many numbers? You know, that's the thing that I feel like, not the tribe dynamic per se, but I think everyone here is considering.
So McKenna, last Tribal Council, there has been some sort of talk about you being in the middle. What went into your final decision-making process after making that vote?
I didn't want the boys to go home, and I heard Kayla was voting Ed, and I was like, yeah, Kayla, goodbye. So I wanted to keep the boys here, and so I made sure that they were.
So we started this game One World style. Then we had a tribe swap. You know, you guys are impending a merge at some point in this game. So Annie, Is this new configuration going to go in as a new alliance strong, or do you think that is a potential that people could break off?
I definitely think that's the plan, and we would like to be, well, we're going to dive now after tonight, and looking at across, like, the other side, they have 7 people, so we're not going to make it very far if that's how the tribal lines are. So we will still have to use, hopefully be able to utilize our relationships that we made from the first portion of the game, as well as, like, the one world and everything, and rebuild those bonds, hopefully bring in 1 or 2 more people that would want to work with us till the end.
So Veronica, looking in this, if there is an immunity challenge coming up, are you going to choose somebody who's going to help this team actually win a challenge, or are you going to choose trust right now? What is more valuable in this game for you in this moment?
I don't know which one to choose, but I will say that this is when people are, just like based on our conversations, like we had a little bit of time to bond and we were like, oh thank goodness, like we need to get to know each other, otherwise like that's what's going to make us strong. But at the end of the day, when you don't win immunity, you have to start being selfish and start thinking about yourself. And like, yes, you're a team, but we're all thinking towards the end now. So yeah, you're definitely making those alliances, having those conversations, and just being like, just constantly trying to hear like, oh, what is that person saying? Oh, what is that person saying? So I don't really know how to answer that, but I will say that it's becoming more of a selfish game.
So the last vote was a split vote. There may have been people on the bottom. Is there anybody here that wants to make a case openly in front of the tribe? Maybe why their plan should move forward, why they should stay? Does anybody want to make that case, or just an open case to the group?
I guess I've heard rumors of like the other greens over there. So I'm this green, they're old green. So like, I promise I'm here. That's my okay.
Anybody else have anything they'd like to say?
I will say, like, I got a couple votes at the last tribal council, and like, so of course in the back of, like, there's a fear that like that my name's gonna keep coming up and everything, and I just want it to be known that like I understand like the situation that we just didn't get on the same page, and like it's not something that I'm going forward and being like, oh, like these 2 voted for me. Every new vote, yeah, exactly.
I think that's a good note to leave off on, so let's get to this vote.
Going forward and like approaching a merge, it was best to get me to that merge and get me set up well in that merge.
I hope I see more of your name than I do of mine.
Alright guys, if anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the vote. First vote, Annie. Second vote, McKenna. That's 1 vote Annie, 1 vote McKenna. Third vote, McKenna. That's 2 votes McKenna, 1 vote Annie. Fourth vote, McKenna. That's 3 votes McKenna, 1 vote Annie, 2 votes left. Fifth vote. And the next person voted out of Survivor New York Bannerman Island, McKenna. McKenna, you're gonna need to bring me your torch. Alright, McKenna, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
McKenna, see you.
While you guys talked about needing a cohesive group to get you guys to the merge, You guys have proven that to each other, but now you guys need to do and complete the ultimate test, which is win a challenge. Yeah. So let's see what you guys are made of in this next one.
I didn't see how I was escaping that tribal because I had the 4 green members on the other side, and so they were just threatened by like the sheer numbers. I knew I would be able to escape the vote before, but this vote was going to be really tricky, and everyone was saying Annie, so I threw Annie, and that was the only thing I could do.
Get rid of
have,
someone
she
you
would
want.
not,
I know,
she
I
would
love
play both
that.
sides.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I would have done the same
She had the
thing.
numbers in the green. There's no way I can.
Yeah.
No.
And I just like.
And yeah, have you seen any like interactions between Brienne and like Stan or Jeremy over there at all? Like,
I mean, they were
I have-
on the puzzle.
they're on the puzzle,
yeah.
That's it.
I mean, we
Only
were also
Brienne stands for
blindfolded.
one.
We're good.
And the
We're
light
good.
was so bright, I
Yeah.
didn't see if anyone was
Yeah.
whispering to
That's
No.
my problem. I don't observe other people enough during challenges.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I could in the daytime, but not in the
Not in the
nighttime when I
nighttime,
can't
yeah.
see shit.
Same.
We have Brienne's back. She's with us. So.
Okay, cool.
Cool. I mean, we've been
I like
we've been
Brienne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
gone to
Brienne,
4
like,
tribals.
I feel like
Out of
like
6, we've done a 4.
Kristen and
That's rough. That's
Robin might try to
66%.
pull it.
All right, Ahsokas, you guys are gonna get your first look at the new Palatine tribe. Come on in, guys. McKenna, the last person voted out of this game. All right, immunity is back up for grabs. I'll take back the immunity idol. Okay, so for this next challenge, it is going to be a little bit physical type of challenge. You're gonna have one person. Every single person competing is going to go up to the slingshot. You're gonna launch the ball. It is 1v1 to catch the ball first. So the person who catches the ball scores a point for their tribe. The best out of 10 points wins, and everybody will have to go at least once. All right, Veronica's launching. Sharif versus Andy. Survivors ready? Go. Nobody gets it.
Sorry, that was way too far.
Danny, you're gonna launch next. All right, Danny is launching. Annie versus Brienne. Survivors ready? Go. Oh, sorry. Nobody gets that one. So Sharif is launching Veronica versus Jeremy. Survivors ready? Go. That doesn't count. Still no points on the board. Brienne is launching. Julia versus Danny. Survivors ready? Go. No point. Good try. Annie is launching. Edsel versus Stan. Survivors ready? Go. Closest match yet. Jeremy is launching. Sharif versus Danny. Survivors ready? Go. Julia's launching. Sharif versus Andy. Survivors ready? Go. Andy is launching. Veronica versus Danny. Survivors ready? Go.
Still no.
Go.
Still no. Still
Go.
no. Still no.
Go. Go. Go.
Don't pass the
Go.
line.
Go.
Here.
Go.
This is the final round. If Stan can have one of his players, have Andy catch his ball, then you guys win immunity. All right, survivors ready, go. Okay. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna send up 2 people from each tribe. All right, survivors ready, go. Danny catches it. All right, Survivors ready, go.
Hello!
That's 2 for Sopus.
That's what I'm talking about.
Survivors ready, go. No score.
Okay.
All right, survivors ready, go.
Go deep. Hey!
Sopus wins immunity.
Nice job, guys.
And Andy.
Okay, guys, Sopus, you guys have won immunity again. Congratulations. But as you guys know, this is Survivor New York, Bannerman Island. So once again, Bannerman Island is going to make a very important decision. Well, you guys are going to make that decision. So I need one of you guys to step forward as your tribe leader right now. Okay. You can read this. Don't look behind you. Don't look behind you. You can read it facing you.
Facing you. Yeah. Bannerman Island decision. The tribe has selected you to make an important decision on their behalf. This decision can alter the course of this game. You must write down the name of the player you wish to receive a vote at this next tribal council. Write the name below.
Yep. So I'm going to give you a marker, and you're going to write the name of the person that's going to receive a vote at their tribal council.
Okay.
So you can cast a vote for any of the 5 over there. There's Edsel, Veronica, Annie, Julia, and Cherie. All right, thank you. I will see you guys very shortly at the next tribal council.
Alright, it says, congratulations, you have found an advantage in the game. This is an idol nullifier. It blocks use of an idol by another player. Here's how it works. We will play this as secret when you vote at tribal council, where the name of the person you want to block from using an idol on the back of this. If that person plays an idol for themselves, or if an idol is played for them, this advantage will nullify that idol, and any votes cast against them will count. If an idol, this is the part I didn't know. If an idol is not played for that person, the nullifier loses its power and it will remain in the urn and never be known. At no time will your identity be revealed, although you guys all know that.
Yeah.
We have it. Place the nullifier inside your vote, then place your vote in the urn. Cool.
So, assuming we merge, we've got the 3 of us.
Yep, Robin.
Probably Robin. I think I could pull in Brienne, but we would still need her to pull in whichever blue survives.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it, because I as much purple is going to run this if we're not careful.
I don't talk to you.
We lost McKenna. Like,
I was devastated.
I mean, I still think we can work with some of them, but like I'm fine to like vote out like the purple people that we haven't played with at all, like Annie and like some of those other ones, and work with Stan and Jeremy for a while.
Yeah.
But at some point we need to do the thing. The other thing we need to figure out is like who has the idol, because there's gonna be a merge idol, so we need to figure that out, and we need to figure out who has the purple idol. Because I don't know if you have any ideas.
I don't know. I wonder if we could like. I want to say search if you picked up my bag.
You could.
Everyone will split up because we're gonna talk to everybody. Yeah.
All right, so I'm not gonna play any games. Obviously, I'm in the house. You know what I mean? We're in the house.
Yeah.
What do you feel?
So the last 2 rounds, I was kind of scrambling, and I did fly to McKenna the last round. But I'm gonna be straight with you guys. Like, I'm gonna vote with the girls. There's no reason to like lie.
No, I get it.
And I feel shitty about it because I really want to go like farther with both of you. And I also feel horrible because you guys were the ones busting your ass in that round. I'm not gonna cry.
Dude, I don't know. I can't.
It looks like that's it for us. It's crazy. I'm not giving up. I'm still gonna talk to Julia, but it's not happening. I feel like I hope that vote can, if we stick together, which we will, obviously. Yeah. I think honestly, I think Jeremy voted for me.
That's what I think too. I'm like really worried about that.
So
we're not getting a vote for you, I promise.
No, man. It's all good. I'm not voting your name either, so we know this. So
I think we have to stick with obviously run 100%. You don't think there's a chance that she would flip on us, do you? Okay. She did yeah, because I'm just worried about. I feel like in her mind, I feel almost positive that we're merging. And after this, but I feel like in her mind, she's worried that we're not gonna merge. But they're gonna vote for one of us. Yeah. They're not gonna vote for each other. Jeremy's not gonna vote for us. So Jeremy didn't put his extra vote on us. That's I'd be shocked if that happened. That would be a blind side.
I talked to both of them, and I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked McKenna the last round, and but I'm not gonna lie now. I'm with my girls.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
And they are both okay with it. They both are like, no hard feelings. We get it. We just have to decide who.
That's what I was saying. Do we give them an opportunity to make their case, or do we
do we want to do that now or in there? There's something
both.
else.
We can do both.
This is what I also told them. There's an extra vote. If they guess right, there could be a tie. But
Jeremy wouldn't do that. Jeremy wouldn't do that
to us, but that's what I said to them. I'm not going to lose them how close they are.
No, of course not.
Because for all they know,
and one of them is coming to the next.
One of them's going to come with us.
Yeah.
So we're going to slowly introduce them.
Yeah,
and I like both of them.
Yeah, so do I.
Who do you guys want to vote?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he seem more Steven?
I mean,
not in a negative way, but
who do you think is close? I think whoever's left, I'm worried that they're gonna flip. Because now then it's 1-1. Before there were 2 blue and 1 blue, and they could come back together with us and do purple and blue. And now they're going 1 and 1. Brienne can bring one of them back. So who do you think Brienne is closer with?
Let's go ask them. Fuck it.
Okay.
Let's go ask them. We want to chat, but not trying to put you on file or anything, but just be honest. But also, we're also thinking about people over there and thinking about who you have alliances with, and would you side with us with those people, depending on we don't know how their relationship is.
Would they side with you? Like, is that someone that you can with? And I feel like that's equally as important. If we had just won this and it was going to be us 5 votes, and I felt confident that the baby could pull in Brienne. But now it's either one of you can pull in the other one, you know?
I think Brienne and you both of us saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Really, our lines are so much alike that
I know.
There's an edge
and we're good with
exactly, and that's what we like.
You guys have been playing since the beginning together and everything. So
I mean, Danny wants to work with me, but the thing is, I'm not.
I'm gonna run and grab my raincoat. I'll be right back. I don't want getting rained off.
No. I think Danny wants to work with me, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to work with them because
that's fair.
They are strong.
But let him think that.
Well, that's what they're doing. I've seen winking at me here and there. No, you think we'll talk about it. The only thing I think I still maybe working with Danny, but I'm not saying he doesn't have anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I know.
But we've all agreed we want Danny out pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would like to do. That's what I would like to do.
It's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
I guess I'm leaning towards. Okay, so we have to think about 2 things. Is bringing Sharif with us to emerge a good thing or a bad thing? It's bringing one more strong guy into emerge. And on one hand, it can help protect us and shield us in a way. But in the other hand, that's one more person that you're not going to be able to win an immunity to.
Me and Edward Etzel on the outs, so we knew it's one of us too. Like I said, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. It's one of you guys, so I'm just gonna be. You guys want to know in advance, instead of being blindsided. We're we would appreciate that. Me and Etzel are not gonna vote each other out. We're still gonna vote for Veronica, and hopefully Jeremy's vote comes into play. That ends up being a tie. Who knows? That'll be the best outcome. But if not, it's a hard one. This is the toughest one for me because I had so much fun with him. I do think that I can work with Danny, but I feel like I'm going to be teaming up with him because I want him out. Okay, I think they've been living a good life over there, and I want them big guys out.
You want the big guys?
I want them out. Yeah, I want to. I know the big guys are a threat, and honestly, I don't know what's happening with the vote that get put there, but I won't be shocked if Jeremy doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Originally, I was very didn't feel any sort of connect. They were 2 people in the game that I had very limited connection with. So when we swapped, I was kind of feeling this isn't the greatest mix of people, but I've really grown to become more like endeared towards them. So I do feel bad that we have to send one of them home. This is going to be one of the harder vote outs.
Alright guys, we said we would tell you, and like out of respect, we're gonna tell you. It's gonna be Ed. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
We like again.
It's been great, like meeting you and doing this, and yeah, and you
really
made like a
hard.
solid case and like fought for yourself too. So like this is hard. And
Yeah.
It's really hard, and maybe something with that extra vote thing will change things.
It could. You
It
never
could.
know.
Yeah.
You never know. We're really sorry.
No, no, don't apologize.
But that's why I was like, do you want to know before? Because
Yeah, no,
I
I'd
would
rather
want
not
to
be
know
blindsided.
before
Yeah.
if like we got this close and we got this. Oh my god. Tonight's gonna be pretty straightforward. When the boys came up to me, I said, I'm gonna stay with the girls. It is what it is. We've been together for a long time. I gotta do what I gotta do, and they both understood. They were both really classy and really sweet about it. And we decided to tell Ed because I asked him, I was like, would you want to know? And they both said yes. So it's all very mutually respectful. We gave hugs. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be able to be friends after this. No hard feelings, but this is the hardest vote I have done, and probably the most honest vote I have done. Well, and I was telling them, I was like, they busted their ass so hard in the last immunity challenge, and it's like so unfair.
I made my pitch of I think he's going to be a bigger threat and going to be a bigger physical force among with the other 4 dudes and the other tribe. That's the pitch I made. They said they listened, and regardless, it's still going to be me. And I was actually really happy they were straight up with me. And I think my thing is like I just can't go against Sharif. He's been my day one here, and it essentially feels like it's a fall to the sword vote.
The reason why I'm going to Ed is that I think Ed's going to be a jury vote for Stan, not for me. And I think Sharif can be my winner over Stan. So.
And Veronica, I'm a little bit more iffy on. She's thrown my name around as a decoy name like 2 times now, and like you're only a decoy name for so long before you're like the name. So I mean, I'm keeping her a little bit more at, I guess, arm's length. Like for right now, this is who I need to work with in the game to get me to the next point and everything. But I won't have a problem cutting her.
Let's say best case scenario, Jeremy's playing it 3-dimensionally, and he knows we're outnumbered. He gives us an extra hand.
Who would he go for?
Who does he go for among those 3?
Who would you think is the leader? Like does Jeremy?
3 of them. I think Veronica.
Veronica.
I get the sense of Veronica. I would be down to vote.
I think that's the safest bet.
I know we told them today, but this trial will not be live. I might tell the boys, I might not. I just have to think about the numbers and the best path to the end. Yeah, I might make a decision in the middle tribal. It would probably be to go for Veronica, just to break up the Veronica Jeremy trio.
Alright guys, I'm getting very tired of saying it, but welcome back to Tribal Council. Round 3 in a row. Okay, so let's just start off the bat. Sharif, what's going to be different about this tribal than the last 2? Because I think the last vote was very telling. Talk a little bit about that, and then what's going to be different.
This one, it's out there. We know who's going to go home. We're such a close fight. You know, I mean, I didn't think we could actually get this close. And you know, out of respect and just no blindsides, they came up and told us who's going to go out. And it's such a tough one. This is a game changer for me. Like, it's one of the guys, and they told us it was Etzel. And you know, Etzel and I have been together since day 0. You know, and we've done so much. Like, we've gone through, this is our 5th right now? Our 5th tribal council, and it sucks. But we pulled through, and you know, we pulled, you know, some, you know, we had some good times, man. And this is the hardest one.
That's all. I mean, this is Survivor. Everyone has a fight and a reason to be here. I mean, I'm sure you didn't just give up in this moment. I mean,
I made my pitch earlier. You know, I think Sharif and I pretty much have played the same game, and we've been aligned together since day one. Day zero. And he's like the JT to my fish staff, or like the Christian to my Nick, you know? Like, I can't go against him.
Yeah.
And I think this game has really tested my, what are you willing to do? And I don't know, I think it's been, I couldn't do that to Sharif. The only pitch that I made to this group was, he probably will be a bigger threat physically. Got a bunch of dudes on the field. I think Sharif, you're in that, right? But that was the best case that I made, and it was shared with me that I'll be the one to go home, and nothing short of the extra vote that's coming. I just get the sense, I think, the three here are going to be very, very tight, and I think... The four.
If we could take two, we would take two.
Yeah,
we would.
And it's a matter, like, someone has to go.
Annie, do you feel like there could be some like secret alternative plan?
Of course, there's always fear when it seems this cut and dry. It seems like no, it can't. Not that it's easy to vote in any way, but it can't be that simple. And like, so that yeah, there's of course a paranoia that they find that one of them find a last minute idol that was discussed in like whether our decision to tell them in advance about what our plans were and everything. But I mean, anything can happen.
If anybody here has anything else that they want to say in front of the tribe openly, this is your last opportunity to do that.
There's no, I feel like I've made my pitch. I think what I'll use this time to say is that like, over 100 people applied for this. You know, the fact that like we're doing this, like I got what I wanted out of this adventure. You know, like I got to, I told, you know, when I applied for this, like I am a closet survivor. I don't have any friends that want this show. And I got to spend an entire weekend with people that really value it. You know? Like, yeah, it was, my whole game today has been like, just get to the merge and figure that shit out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, you know, to me, I look at it, it's like, it feels like it's a fall to the sword. Like, that means I gotta go to reach to advance farther. And I have made friends from it. Like, that to me, it feels like it's a pretty straightforward episode, but like, I hope that there's emotional gravity here. With like, yeah, like I got what I wanted out of this, and the entire crew and the entire experience given me what I was looking for. So for me, it's like there's no better way to go out, and I appreciate I'm not being blindsided here. You got this chance, you run it, and make sure that the wizard comes from the sofa 1.0. And I have nothing but love for all of you, and get to go home and shower, and we'll all do this together when we watch the 41.
Absolutely, yeah. All right. Now we're gonna get to the vote. Okay.
Annie, we're right here.
I keep doing this. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going. Okay.
This is the toughest tribal council, guys, and there's no way I'm voting for Etzel. And I'm just hoping that Jeremy's vote goes towards Veronica.
Gotta vote for someone. Not voting from my boy.
Alright guys, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the vote. First vote, Ed. Second vote, Ed. That's 2 votes for Ed. Third vote, Veronica. That's 2 votes Ed, 1 vote Veronica. Fourth vote, Veronica. That's 2 votes Veronica, 2 votes, Ed. 5th vote, Sharif. That's 2 votes, Veronica, 2 votes, Ed, 1 vote, Sharif, 1 vote left. Last vote, and the 7th person voted out of Survivor New York, Bannerman Island, Edsel. Edsel, you need to bring me your torch.
Thank you for your adventure of the weekend. Okay, someone has to win from the church, please. Obviously. Got you. Yeah. We're gonna watch the watch party, brother. Seriously. Love you too, man. Everyone's something you need to cook. I got.
All right, Ed. The tribe has spoken. Good job, Ed.
I love this. Oh my god, I love this. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Maybe I was personally that.
We love you.
Love you guys. All right.
1 second. It's not time for you to go just yet. Before you leave, you have to read this in front of your tribe.
Oh. Wow.
Oh my god.
You have to read it out loud.
Read it.
Unfortunately, you have just been voted out. Your game is done. Period. However, you now have the opportunity to influence who wins this game. If you win. You must now choose go home or stay until tomorrow night as the first member of the jury.
Oh my god.
Your decision can alter the course of this game. Choose wisely. No brainer.
What is it gonna be?
Tell me in there. Right there. Oh my god. I made the jury. Come on. I can't.
Alright, I'll see you. I guess we'll see you at the next tribal council.
Okay. Can I keep this? Oh my god. Alright, I'm rooting for y'all. See ya. Bye.
Alright. Hey, you guys are a really fierce and strong group of people. To go through what you did is remarkable. You guys have a lot of heart and a lot of spirit, and I hope to see you guys continue that into whatever's next in this game.
Next time on Survivor New York.
I'm taking it back only to tell you guys that we no longer need it because you guys have merged.
I'm just happy to be in the merge, and right now we're all scrambling. Names are being thrown out there.
You're not gonna. No, but
I still think we should. Here's the question: Do we use the idol nullifier?
It's a very good time for people to be skeptical about being logical.
I feel elated. I got voted out, and it was a pretty straightforward vote. Like, you don't see a lot of that in Survivor. But I can't believe it. First off, as you already know, I fell for my sword for Sharif, and it was pretty transparent. I was the one to go home. No blind sides. It was maybe not as exciting, but like, I made my case, and it was a very emotional space for me. Again, just really saying I got everything I wanted out of this adventure. I got to meet awesome friends, and I felt like I did my pre-merge game with as much class and as much intensity as I could offer. But Bannerman Island came through. Like, they offered me the spot for first juror. I could either go home or be the first member of the jury, so I didn't think that was gonna happen. And legit, my entire game has been all about let's just get the jury. I've been saying that today time and time again. And this came out,